Welcome to my channel. Here's the things to know. I got things for everyone. Just take a look around and hope you enjoy the show. There are videos over there and videos over here. I do them all, I do what I want. It's my channel after all. And here you are on one of my videos enjoying the fun. I want you to keep watching, and I hope you enjoy the show. And remember, like at the end of the video, I'll say it again, but I'll do it right now. To hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share the video with your friends, and I will see you all in my future. All in over my future. If you want to enjoy my content, I make videos on video games. I play Beyblade, I play Yu-Gi-Oh! I do lots and lots of things. I make Power Rangers content, and I have also dove into ranking anime. But it's not done yet, no. I'm working on some stuff that's new. I have some artwork on my channel. And this is the perfect time to tell you that you can always suggest an art suggestion in the comment section. And I hope you enjoy the show. I'll bring you lots of fun. I hope you enjoy the show because it's my channel. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing fine. It's just me and my good cowboy hat. Gonna have some fun. We love having fun. We play around and do a lot of crazy stuff. I love this opening song. Now it's time to get straight to the content. See you in the video, and I'll see you later. Enjoy the show. Hello YouTube, Dr. Crickmore here, and as you may notice, this is a first for me. A YouTube video where it's pictures and cool intros, but not my face. Yeah, I'm trying some new editing techniques I picked up on when buying the app LumaFusion. I am not sponsored by anyone. I'm just pointing that out, that I have some big plans because I now have infinite possibilities. Back on track. We now are within 2 weeks, people, of this game coming out. Paper Mario, the Origami King. And since there's tons and tons of videos already out there, I figured why not I talk about the game myself. More perspective on this game than most people. Okay? I fall into the majority that are overly excited for this. Hype, yes. Yes, it deserves the hype. And I'm going to explain why. First of all, I've only ever played one Paper Mario game before this, and it was Sticker Star. Yeah. My opinion is from one Paper Mario game. I didn't play Color Slash because it was terrible. I couldn't play Super Paper Mario because I don't have a Wii anymore. And all the older games, I don't have their consoles. So, I only have a DS and a Switch. And a PlayStation, but that doesn't matter now. The point is, I only can play Sticker Star and Origami King. But, I do have other things to say about Origami King because I am a huge player of the Mario and Luigi RPG series. Okay, let's begin with the story. Well, it's an interesting story. Origami King, much more interesting story. You see, I'm going to put a picture up here so that you'll see what I'm going to tell you. Mario and Luigi, Paper Mario and Paper Luigi, get an invite from Peach to come to the Origami Festival that's coming to the Mushroom Kingdom in Toad Town. But King Ollie turns Peach and a few of Bowser's minions into his origami soldiers. Bowser is partially origamied, and Mario, I don't know where Luigi went, but Mario escapes the castle before King Ollie can put the castle on a mountain. Like, literally takes Peach's castle out of the ground, moves it onto a mountain. And by the look of King Ollie, pretty terrifying villain. Especially if he can, blend in, camouflage, disguise himself. He's an origami after all. And another cool thing I looked at with the trailer, in the overview trailer, King Ollie was right in front of that giant boulder from the original trailer. You know that giant big boulder? Well, I have a theory. Well, I've heard it somewhere else before, but I'm going to add to it. What if King Ollie challenges you later in the game? Like, maybe after you defeat one boss, he's like, something's going down. I have to stop it now. And he goes literally, the boss is competent for once. He goes to the enemy before midway through the game even. And he stops them. Tries to. Boulder. Yeah, you know what I mean. The thing I'd like to mention when it comes down to story in Paper Mario the Origami King is that it has another gimmick that will allow you to solve puzzles and open new areas, kind of like the previous Paper Mario games. In Sticker Star, there was this gimmick called paperization. I should know because I have Sticker Star and I've played it. In Color Splash, I saw a few clips here and there that the gimmick was the hammer can spew paint to fill gaps of paint. Well, in Origami King, we have this thing called the 1,000-fold arms ability. It's like a really stretchy arm. It's like Mario is still paper, but his arms become origami and they can stretch really far. And I think this will be even more fun because you can use this ability in boss battles. And that's what I'm looking forward to the most about the overall feel of the game. That there's more than just one way to end a boss. Before I move on to the next category with characters and companions, let's talk about the locations. There are plenty to go through in this game. You have a reference to the 1,000-Year Door with that stage. You have islands that you can explore. You have a Shy Guy quiz show, which I hope will be better than Sniff It or Whiff It. I really did not like that level in Sticker Star one bit. I hated it. Yeah. But I think it'll be a better one. Shy Guys finished last. Yeah, it's going to be a better game show. And then you have like an autumn mountain, a forest, a ninja-filled mansion. I'm actually looking forward to that mansion because it's a unique thing for Paper Mario. A ninja-filled mansion. I want to see that. What else? Oh, there was the, where else was it? The desert area. Reminded me a lot of that area in Super Mario Odyssey. So that's another thing I'm looking forward to. And while we're on the subject of different worlds, there was that one little image in the original trailer for the game where there was a ton of warp pipes with numbers on them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Well, I have a theory. And this is another way to show that this game is open world and not based on levels and chapters. Why would it be a repackaging of Sticker Star or Color Splash if they have warp pipes like this? The only other kinds of games I've played where this is a thing is the Mario and Luigi series. And I'll put an image up of a map of warp pipes all around the place you're exploring in those games. And then look at them side by side, and you can clearly tell that Paper Mario is taking inspiration from Mario and Luigi, which I love. Characters. Okay, characters. This is definitely, I put on my notes here, best in years. The side characters are the best in years, and by years I mean from now all the way back to Sticker Star. They're that good. They're the best in the most recent years, if you know what I mean. Of course, I'm not going to say they're better than the Thousand Year Door or Super Paper Mario. However, they're better than Sticker Star and Color Splash. First of all, we have Olivia. She is going to be your constant, permanent companion throughout the whole game. Kind of like Curtsy and Huey, but more character development and depth to her, because she's the sister to King Ollie, the main villain, so there's a little family affair going on. Half the family doesn't want evil, the other half of the family probably wants evil. You know, typical family stuff. And then you got, oh yeah, Bobby. We can't go through characters without mentioning Bobby. That is pure genius. Bowser's out of the way. He's helping you. He's partially folded up, which means he's kind of pathetic looking. And what perfect timing for a Bob-omb to lose his memory. He has no memory of Bowser, especially the Bowser that's in Origami King, tiny little square. Has no memory of his loyalty to Bowser. He's just chilling, roaming the world, trying to figure out what happened to him. And then he meets Mario and Olivia, and they probably give him the name Bobby. And from what I've seen in the trailers and gameplay footage, Bobby follows you around for at least 2 to 3 areas in the game. But yes, I gotta mention Bobby. And then there's Professor Toad, who's probably going to be with you for the desert area, about the ancient Toad, the Toad of ancient history, those ruins in the desert, the mysteries. You gotta have someone there to help you with that stuff. Bowser Jr.'s in this game. The maker of this game wanted Bowser Jr. in the game automatically without anything revolving his story yet. He wanted him in the game before they thought of what else. What they then thought up was, well, it would be a cool idea if he was out to save his father. Kamek's in this game now, but he's not like the usual Kamek. Maybe he got amnesia too. Why else would he be just a guy that likes to clean? Maybe he lost his memory at the same time as Bobby, and he's like, why do I have a broom? And then he forgot all his magic and thought, oh, a broom, I must be a janitor or something. Think about it. There are lots of characters that lose their memories in these games. It's how they're written. So maybe Kamek is amnesia as well. Or as Bobby calls it, Thinky Think Panic. Keep doing what you're doing, Bobby. Keep doing what you're doing. There was one other character that was revealed on the website a little while ago. His name is Captain T. Ode. Yeah, that's right. And it says here, this legendary mariner holds the sea chart. Rumor has it he also owns a submarine. So, you know that part in the overview trailer where they say go island hopping? Well, I'm guessing the one that's going to help you on that boat go island hopping is Captain T. Ode. I am so looking forward to this game every time I talk about it. More and more. The stories already. Something to sink my teeth into. The characters. Like I said, the best in years. Battles, the new system, what you could potentially earn from it. Maybe this will prove to people that there are finally a reason to battle in these games, because Sticker Star and Color Splash, there wasn't really an incentive to battle. I think this game has fixed that problem for a few reasons. First of all, the new system, the new ring, where you can spin and slide. Love it. Love it. Love the look of it. And I love how they kind of have consumable attacks that you use, but you always have your boots and hammer. No losing those. But you can buy new equipables. There's that screenshot with a badge. So badges are in Paper Mario, which someone who's played Mario and Luigi games, yes please. I'm used to these RPGs. I'm not used to the Paper Mario ones as much as the Mario and Luigi ones, but I am definitely used to the badges. And then in the trailer they said that Paper Mario gets some cool attackable items. The Fire Flower, the Tail, and the POW Block were the three that were mentioned. And like I say, yes. To take things that were in other games as stickers or battle cards, but to turn them back into what they actually are. Power-ups for Mario. It makes sense. I love it. And people are like, oh, well, that's nice and all, and you get coins and all, but what are the reason there is to battle? I'll tell you right now. You know how confetti, you can fill random places that have been torn out to complete, like, filling in the gaps? But I already saw footage. Well, not footage. I saw a screenshot where you need confetti to keep going. And if you don't, you have to battle to get confetti. That's the reason to battle. Because there are going to be times in the game where you need to fill a gap with confetti. And if you don't have the confetti, you have to go back, battle, and then get enough confetti. There's your reason to battle. People could argue, well, what if you can get confetti other ways? And to that I say, I hope not. I hope not. Maybe they'll make it like a post-game thing where you can buy confetti for like 999 coins. But I don't want that in the main game. That could be after you beat the game, but not as you play the game. To give you the reason to battle, if you know what I mean. People still think that EXP could be returning to Paper Mario because it's been absent for a while, but I still think it's going to be the +5 hearts from Sticker Star. Although I don't think so, because we've never seen him have 25 health or 35, you know, the +5. Battling also gives you EXP. Maybe. We're being optimistic here. But the battles, overall, yes. I love the look of it. I love the confetti. Yes. Yes. Time to talk about the other side of battles. Boss battles. Boss battles. Well, where do we even begin? There are two types that I'm going to talk about in this video. I know other people say that there's a third type, but that one won't be covered because I don't consider it a boss at all. Okay? The first type of boss in this game that we've seen in all the footage are the Legion of Stationery. Yes. They go. You know how in the story segment I mentioned how King Ollie had trapped the Peach's castle in 5 massive streamers, or at least showed you a picture of it? Well, at the ends of those streamers, he already thought ahead. Like I mentioned before, he's a competent villain. He's not going to leave the streamers unguarded. He puts bosses on each of the ends of the streamers to protect them. The Legion of Stationery, if you will. One of them, colored pencils. Yes, I know, colored pencils. Whoop-de-doo. And then you have that big thing made out of rubber bands. I'm pretty sure that one's the most thought out because it's not just a rubber band. It's a creature of rubber bands. And the third one revealed to us was tape. Most people find these hilarious. Most people find this annoying. Me, I'm on the side that thinks it's funny. I don't care. If you can make these fights as hard as the bosses in Super Mario Odyssey at the very end of that game, or bosses like tough, like Mario and Luigi level tough, then you know they put effort into them. Just because they look like office supplies doesn't mean they can't be fun bosses in of themselves. Okay? And it's King Ollie we're talking about. He's smart, deceptive, competent. You gotta think he has a reason for these bosses to look the way they do. Looks can be deceiving. I do like the logo that King Ollie has made for himself to put on the Legion of Stationery. That logo. Really cool looking logo. Also, time to talk about the second type of bosses in these games. What we call them, Origami Bosses. What the website calls them, and I quote, Valumental Bosses. Where in their right mind did they think of that name? I don't know. But they're pretty cool. The turtle. There's a turtle, a water dragon, and a fire phoenix that were revealed in footage. There was a screenshot somewhere else of a polar bear, and I was hesitant to even include that because that's like really digging deep into what's been revealed on the game, and it's not like available to everyone, like the trailers. But I'll mention it anyway because it's in the game. Unlike the other bosses, these ones are cool because kind of like bro attacks in Mario and Luigi. But cooler, kind of. You beat the boss, and then you gain the ability to use that boss as an attack in normal battles, meaning normal hordes of enemies, where you're in the center. And I am like, whoa, yes, and I want this game now. Seeing the turtle do its thing in that one random clip that I found somewhere, I think it was Game Explain, yeah. And seeing the water dragon do its thing in the overview trailer makes me wonder if these kinds of bosses can only work against each other and hordes of enemies. You think there'll be like a grander purpose in other boss battles? You think King Ollie's gonna be more than just himself as the boss? Well, we'll just have to wait and find out. But that's what I have to say on the bosses. There's the third type, which are the papier-mâché ones that roam the open world landscape. But the way you beat them is whack them with your hammer, from what we've seen. They don't classify as bosses to me. Not really. Unless they do get tough enough to be considered bosses. But from my perspective, they're not bosses. Unless something comes up to change my mind. And watch me repeat these words in a future video and me saying, haha, changed my mind. Collectibles. What I have to say about collectibles? Great for people who want a 100% completion. I know a lot of YouTubers who love completing these types of games 100%. And there are so many things to do in this game. I mentioned earlier with the confetti. Getting confetti to fill the holes in the landscape is technically completing the game 100%. That's important for those people. Another thing that's collectible, rescuing the toads. Because if you rescue the toads, you can open up Toad Town more, or the harbor, which is pretty important if you want to go over that sea chart, and get to that other streamer that's across the Great Sea. You have to open that harbor, which means you have to get a certain amount of toads. Sure, it turns something that's extra into a chore to keep going. But as long as you do it as you go, there won't be that big a deal. Just mentioning that now, in case some of you thought that collecting toads was completely optional. It may not be, but most of it is. And then there's all those extra fun mini games that the trailer gone over about collectibles and stuff. I don't need to dive any deeper into that topic. You have confetti, you have rescuing toads, you have the extra mini games, which have their own rewards, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be like an area in the game that you can just unlock to like go to find all your collectibles. So there's no reason for me to talk about the collectibles anymore. That's literally all it is. So, time to move on to the finale of this video. My thoughts. My final thoughts on this game. Well, we've talked about a lot in this video, haven't we? We've talked about the story. We've talked about characters. We've talked about bosses, the battle system, things that most people wouldn't understand about the game because they're just Paper Mario fans. I have the unique perspective of playing one Paper Mario game and 3 Mario and Luigi games. This is my experience. And I've only ever felt this excited for a Mario game once before. Twice. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle and Super Mario Odyssey. And I was genuinely surprised with both of them that they both got DLC. So if this game sells well, Nintendo later down the line will maybe put DLC for this game, which would be extra content. That'd be amazing. A Paper Mario game with DLC? Never heard of before. If the game sells well, come on people, buy the game, play it, try it. If you don't like it, that's your opinion. As long as you buy it to show Nintendo that the game is worth buying. Wrap this up. I am hyped for this game. 2 weeks from release. We're 2 weeks from release. I am so excited for the game. And cue the outro. And remember, like at the end of the video, I'll say it again, but I'll do it right now. To hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Share the video with your friends, and I will see you all in my future. All in over my future. If you want to enjoy my content,